There you go. Eat it up, ladies and gents. Hey y'all, welcome to Stivers Homestead. I'm Zach, and you'll see Jen shortly. So we just got the goats into their second pasture. Nice tall weeds and grass that they love, you know, keeping them away from any parasites and stuff, because parasites like to live about 6 inches and lower in your grass. So your pastures, you always want to be nice, tall, and lush. So that's why a lot of people were like, why don't you do something with that backyard? Well, he's letting it grow so the goats can eat it. Now that we're getting wet, that's when parasites become a little bit more of a concern because everything's wet. So the only issue is Daisy. Daisy is like little man syndrome, and she wants to fight everybody. She didn't really mind the goats, but she does not like Dolly. So today I'm working on our wood burning stove and trying to get it set up so she gets to hang out with me. And she decided to pee while we decided to talk there. Come on, Daisy. Come on, Daisy doo-doo. Where you at? Okay, the first thing I want to say before I show y'all the mess that I've already started to create over here, if I was doing this for our home, I would do this a lot different. Because when it's in a home, it's being ran pretty much the whole winter, and you want it to be top-notch shape with your piping and everything like that. 2 reasons justified on me going, I ain't gonna say cheaper route, because it definitely wasn't cheaper, but 2 reasons to do it a little bit different. One, we're in a rural area. Now you would assume, like I assume, being in a rural area where there is a lot of wood burning stoves pumping in people's houses, that would be easily accessible. It is not. The materials, there's the word, Zachanese, the materials that I need to do it the proper, 100% proper way, nowhere to be found. Don't really have time to wait because we have so many things that are going on. And then secondly, the materials they do have are crazy expensive. I mean, I think we ended up dropping like $500. Now I had to get one tool, so that added in $150 of that. But like $500, $600 just to get the stove pipe set up and working at least halfway appropriately. I also wanted to go through the roof straight up. They didn't have any of the tin setups to where water wouldn't leak through the hole. So I had to adjust and go through the side of the house and then or side of the store and then up. Also, the last piece. This isn't going to be used all the time. It is to just help heat the store. There is also going to be a little space heater in here to kind of help keep it warm. This is going to be during the day kind of thing, and probably not ran at night. So all eyes will always be on this stove at all times. In your home, you're going to go to sleep. So you want to make sure that that thing is 100% good to go before you do anything. So, all right, that's my disclaimer. Y'all know I do things a little differently than probably everybody else in the world does it, but this is called getting it done, and that's what we're doing today. So let me show you what we got going on. And y'all gotta excuse the mess in here. Etsy's been wild, which we're so excited about, and then I'm also making a mess over here. So, like I said, originally the plan was to go straight up. That's out because when you have the rigid tin roof, you have to have a certain setup to where you can cock it and make sure it's sealed so the water won't come in. We are gonna go through the side of the side of the store. Keep wanting to call it a house. The side of the store right here. So we're gonna have our piping coming up, go out, and then go up over there. Now you don't want your, whatever you have, drywall, paneling, anything like that completely exposed to this close to the wood burning stove. So we are taking tin that we got at Lowe's, which was stupid expensive compared to what it was last year. I've already cut my approximate hole, so I'm pretty happy on how clean that looks. The reason I'm not so worried about that is because it's gonna be covered up. So I already got this because we need to get that on there first before we get the piping set up, because I don't want to have to take the piping off once I get it together. So first step is getting this on the wall there, and then we'll start doing the piping, and then I can do the rest of the tin to make it look pretty and trim and all that good stuff. Alright, I think that turned out quite nice. My hole looks good, it's lined up right, and so now it's time to go ahead and get this piping fitting. Like I said, I'll do the tin after I get the piping. I just had to get this one done, so we can pipe through. Here's Jen, I told you I should be here.
I've been here.
Yeah, well, I'm in the video, yeah. Got it all hooked up. We did a little test. Anytime you get ready to do it, I always throw some paper towels down in it and just see if it's gonna draw the smoke, and it did, thankfully. High five. So now, before we finish that project, we need to make some room here. We gotta clean up. So.
It's become such a workshop. There's so much stuff.
Which is a good thing. But we're gonna clean it up now, and then we'll finish up the rest of the stove project. Good job, babe. That looks a lot better. We can actually move around in here. All right, there we go.
I love it.
So most likely we'll put some trim on it, but for now at least it's safe to run. And we're on legs here, so I wasn't so worried about something on the bottom of it because the legs themselves won't produce that much heat. But I think it looks great.
It's wonderful.
It's wonderful.
Ready to crank it up.
Yeah, even though now we're sweating because of it
Yeah.
working. Wyatt, big help. Thank you, sir. Raylan, big help. Thank you, ma'am. Mama, big help. Thank you.
Oh, scared me.
Jed. And then the last, I wanted to show you the outside. So that is some heat tape you're seeing. It's just a little extra security that I did there. And we was a little far out from the house, or the store. That's why I put a little wood in the back. But all that foam will trim up once it hardens up, but that's just to seal up that hole that we have there. But we, like I said, tested her out and she's good to go. Time to get a little fire going now. Okay, so the fan is loud, but a fan's good to have behind your stove because that really pushes all of the heat out. But this thing's doing absolutely great. You see a nice little fire we got going on in there. And because I know people will ask, those feet do not get hot, which is very nice, like at all. I kind of thought they would at least get a little warm, but they do not. So no fear down there. Fire extinguisher always ready. The only mishap we had was for this fire retardant foam that was out there. As you can tell, it's all down here now. Yeah, almost burned the place down just once. You know, that's better than anything. But it was supposed to be made for this stuff, but it started melting and smoking and freaked us out, so I got it all out of there real quick. So I'm gonna find something else for that hole. Even if it was like supposed to smoke and then seal in, I still didn't like it because that's inside our walls, you know, the in-between. And not cool with that, so I wouldn't recommend using any kind of spray foam. Even if it says it's for wood burning stovepipe, don't trust that. Good morning, it's the next day, and I'm getting a fire started in the store. So this is gonna become a normal new routine that I have to get used to, but I love it. I love messing with wood fire, wood smoke, wood burning stoves. I don't know, it's something about it. It's calming, it's enjoyable, it's dangerous, but it's enjoyable and relaxing just to kind of get that going. I think it's gonna be a good way to get the day started. Y'all, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed the setup of the wood burning stove. Almost burned the place down just once. You know, that's pretty good for me. If you all don't have a wood burning stove, I ginormously urge you to go get one. It's gonna be a long winter, and just to have that peace of sensibility of knowing that your family will not get cold, no matter what situation happens at you. That's the importance of a wood burning stove. And y'all, if you're new around here, hit that subscribe button for us. We love y'all. Bye.